there. My name is Megan Wolf, and today we are going to be making marble runs out of recycling cardboard. So I've got some boxes from various stuff. We ordered tape dispenser, that's from a shelf. I don't actually know what was in those other two boxes. And I get some things to cut the cardboard with. I've got the scissors, and I've also got a box cutter. I'm gonna get some adhesives. I've got shipping tape. I've got regular tape. I've got a bottle of glue around here somewhere, and I've got a hot glue gun. And you don't have to have all of this stuff. You don't even have to have most of it. This is just what I could find around, so whatever you have in your house, just use that. I've also got paper clips, some pens and some pencils, because that's good for like rolling things or using it as a balance. I got some tubes. It's from paper towels. Got a couple toilet paper tubes. And the children's department had a couple of marbles. So now I have something I can roll around. And like I said before, if you don't have marbles, pretty much any sphere will do. Golf balls, ping pong balls. We've got a bingo kit in here somewhere. I suppose I could use the bingo balls. The first thing we're going to do is figure out where we are going to run this marble run. So I decided to use the teen space, and I have kind of a big vision. And we may live up to it, we may not. So we're going to start on this high table here where all my supplies are, and I want to run it down to the chair, and then across to this chair, then this chair, and then the table, and after that I guess we'll go to the floor. There's lots of different kinds of cardboard. So there's the thinner stuff that's used for toilet paper rolls and shoe boxes and cereal boxes, in this case a tape dispenser box. And then there's the heavier stuff which they use in shipping. And usually it's corrugated like this under this first layer of paper. So all you really need to do if you want to get to this bumpy bit is peel the paper off. And some of it is a little better adhered than others. So just take your time. And I'm hoping I can use it to link some things together, use the grooves to match stuff up. I don't know if it'll actually work, but this entire day is just going to be an experiment in seeing what I can make work. And if it doesn't turn out the way that I hope it will, I'm going to be okay with that. Or I'm going to try to be okay with that. I'm going to do my best to be okay with that. I have large dreams. I have very large dreams. And hopefully they will come to fruition. All right, the first step is going to be getting from here to here. So we need some kind of starting block. And then because the whatever down bit is going to be raised a little bit, it should probably be like maybe this tool. I don't know. Books. Let's use books. If you like books in verse, Ellen Hopkins writes some great ones. This is Smoke and Crank. And they are both pretty tall, so they should make a great starting platform. I'm gonna open this. Another pro tip, all cardboard boxes have a seam where they're joined together. And if you look on the inside, instead of having to cut through it, you can just find that little seam and tear through the adhesive. That is much easier than cutting it all up. So what I'm going to do is we want to make sure that wherever the marble runs, it doesn't run off the edge. So I think what I'm going to do is tape the edges up like this. And then maybe do that on both sides. That way, when it drops off, everything stays in here. I'm going to tape this upright. Do it like that. I guess if I cut it here, I could fold it again and make it more of a longer tube. let's try that. Here we go. This can be folded up like that. And we just put a piece of tape along the top to keep it closed, like that. One on that side, one on this side. Yeah. Now we've got a little tube. All right, so I just made this, and it's what the tube up there is going to go onto. I've got some more books. If I need a little extra height, these are all Kwame Alexander books. I've got Solo, Swing, Rebound, He Said, She Said, The Crossover, and Booked. They are all excellent, and if you're interested in checking them out, they are available at the St. Paul's Hollywood Library. So what I did is I cut a circle out of here, and then I actually used the paper that I pulled off of the corrugated cardboard earlier, and I made a circle around it so when the marble goes in, it doesn't fall off the edges, and then I have a little hole that it's supposed to drop through. I'm not sure how it will go, and everything keeps coming apart a little bit on the edges, so I've just been putting in lots of extra layers of tape. A really important thing to remember about the DIY videos and the how you do it videos is we cut out all the parts that are when we're gluing it and waiting for it to dry and fixing the extra bits. Like I just glued all of these pieces in place, but I'm gonna have to wait for the glue to set before I can see if it actually works. Same thing with, like I cut this hole and it's definitely big enough for the marble, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be the lowest point in the box. So if the marble stops or moves, then I'll have to do something different and move it to one side or the other side or add in an extra piece. And then I'm also taking off all the extra hot glue bubbles from where they went. So yeah, this doesn't have to be something that you do in one day. It can be a week-long project. I have to take breaks pretty frequently because I have to wait for glue to dry and things to set, and getting everything balanced and in place also takes a lot of time. So, you know, if it's not working out, then, you know, take a little bit of time, let it sit, make sure all the glue's set and dried, or if you're just getting frustrated, like, come back to it later. Another important thing to remember is all of the cardboard isn't always going to attach nicely, but there are lots of different ways if you don't have a lot of glue on hand that you can make stuff fit together. You can cut slits, cut one in each one of these, and then you work those in. This should go there. Now, that's one piece. You can also do what I'm about to do with this toilet paper tube, which is cut tabs, and then they're all going to fold out. And then I can tape or glue each tab to whatever connector piece I'm looking at. So it goes from this to this, and you can stick it on whatever you're going to connect it to. All right, so I needed somewhere for the marble to land at the very end of the marble maze. So I took the South Carolina YA Book Award nominees for 2020-2021. In A Very Large Expanse of Sea, I have The Right To, What You Hide, Stronger, Faster, and More Beautiful, Time Bomb, After the Shock Drops, Attucks, Here to Stay, The Silence Between Us, and then for The Little Stairs, I used the Jason Reynolds series that has Ghost, Patina, Sunny, and Blue in it. And in a minute, I'm going to drop a marble through and see if we can get it moving. I've also got Hey Kiddo, which is another one of the SCYA Book Award nominees, helping prop up that final tube there. So we had to do a lot of work on that circle because everything kept dropping down to the very bottom and the holes up there. So we're almost ready to take it for a ride. Hit it. Woohoo!